Hello, welcome back to Blasters and Boomsticks. Today we're going to be reviewing The Vigil. I'm Grant, joined by my lovely colleague Dan, and we're going to review, the 2019 horror movie. It says 2019, but it has been getting, I think it was a limited release in 2019, and it's just started to get, kind of a wide kind of approach release. Netflix and other streaming services have suddenly started to pick up on this. So, Dan, The Vigil, starring Dave Davis. He portrays a man providing overnight watch to a deceased member of his former Orthodox Jewish community. I would say, just from that is the first thing that I heard. The little synopsis on Netflix.
Yep.
And because I've heard word of mouth, this is quite a decent little film. As soon as I heard that practice, call me, I'm not a religious person, so it's not intolerance or anything. It's just naivety and ignorance because, it's not my faith, and I don't think I have any faith anyway. But if there's any kind of practice that led to kind of a creepy premise, surely it's about time this thing was made to a film. So, so we both watched this recently for the first time, very recently. And we watched it at the same time.
We did.
Not together, but at the same time, messaging throughout the film. So what was your thoughts?
I really enjoyed it. I really did. I think it was atmospheric, creepy. I love the history behind it. I love that it was a side of horror that I hadn't seen before, in the fact that, we'd seen, and we mentioned this before, there was a film with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That was, I can't remember the title.
The Possession, I think.
Possession, which they sort of touched on the Jewish faith and everything, but it went very Hollywood with it. It went very over the top, and whereas this is so much more scaled back. I'd never heard of a Shoma before. I didn't realise that was a practice, and again, through ignorance but not meaning to. It's just something I wasn't sort of aware of. But just the whole setup, the fact that we're introduced to a group of characters who left the Hasidic sort of side of things, but we're still openly speaking Yiddish, was lovely. It was such a nice introduction to that side of their world, and it added to its authenticity. And I really got caught up with that straight away, because I thought, it's not pulling any punches. It's not just, they're not sort of walking around with stereotypically like Brooklyn accents or that side of things. And then the setup was just great. There was some really nice creepy moments. I was invested all the way through it. It grabbed me, and I think I watched it on my laptop with my headphones on. So the sound design was brilliant. It was done really well. So I was completely wrapped up in it and came away loving it. And I wanted to show it my partner again. I'd quite happily watch it the same night again, just see if there's anything I missed. Strong performance by the main actor. You'll have to forgive me because I can't remember his name.
It's Dave Davis, I think.
And sorry, you did say So I did, he's great. I've not seen him in anything before, to my knowledge, and he is the central character. There's not much action in it around him, involving other people, so he just carry a lot of the weight of the film. So really, really liked it. What about yourself?
Yeah, really liked it. It's one of those films that I'd say it's solid, and by that it's not kind of generic kind of. I mean, it's extremely, it's like it does everything well. I think the only thing that the film lacks probably is, I think, in the spoilers from this point on, not too in depth, but I think it lacks like a creature with some kind of reveal. We don't really get to see much of it or anything. So I think because we never get that memorable kind of scene or standout revelation or something, I think that to me is the only thing I think that misses out on it. I mean, there's a beautiful scene where he speaks to the wife of the deceased, and she can't look after him because she's got suffering with dementia. so they believe she'll fall asleep on her watch if she were to do it. And he walks down the hall and he gets the candle and he sees himself at the end of the hall, and there's like the walls, like faces all like coming out the walls, but as they like dissipate, you see like the light from the candle almost looks like an eye.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's just so beautifully shot.
Yeah.
So, and there's so many like memorable little kind of moments. Again, where I say solid, not in a negative word, but it's like from a filmmaking perspective, it's beautiful. It's fantastic, and I think it's a film I'd show to people. I think there's just a few things I'd have just loved a little bit. And again, not an Hollywood kind of ending or anything like that. I just maybe think, just maybe more given to the antagonist, just a little bit more maybe. But I think it brings out everything it can out of its premise, and I think it's extremely well done. I think the performances are fantastic. I think the elder lady, I think she gives a really understated, creepy performance.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. And like you say, it's nice to see a different kind of faith and religion on screen, and a different like set of beliefs and and their mysticism and occult kind of beliefs as well to do with that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's such a good thing. I think the only issue I really had from it was when he left the house for a brief moment of time. I think if they just kept him within the house and run it, even if it trimmed the runtime down a little bit, it wouldn't have bothered me, because I was enraptured. I was so involved with it. It really kept my attention the entire length of the film. It's just like you said, beautifully shot, incredibly well acted. Left me wanting more.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I think I wanted a tiny bit more from the film, as in, again, it's a testament to the film because it's so good. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but I believe it is. I feel that just kind of something a little more with the villain, maybe seeing its face more, or maybe just something. But I think the good thing is the film's not just about that. The film is about the past trauma that these characters have suffered and had to suffer, and not just our main guy, not just the protagonist, the person that he's looking after that's deceased, his wife, and his friends, and the people that we see at the beginning. So I'll happily say it's probably it's one of the best made horror films I've seen for a while. It's really nice. I just feel it might come across that I'm trying to find a complaint. I'm genuinely not. I just feel if it had the extra little layer of something, I think it could have been up there, like as in talking about it as a classic. For me anyway, but highly recommended. Watch it now. It's on Netflix. You press play.
Brilliant. 100%, mate.
Yeah, in agreement.
No, definitely. Yeah. Massive thumbs up.
Yeah, absolutely, go and watch it. So let us know what you think. Have any of you guys seen the film? Do you agree with us? Do you agree with me there's something quite missing? Any of you guys watch on your laptop as well, or through headphones? Because I didn't, and I was creeped out by it. And there was a certain scene where I messaged you, Dan, and thought, that's probably a wise choice, but at the time a big mistake if you want to have clean underwear for the rest of the movie. But yeah, guys, just let us know, and we'd love a like, share and subscribe, or 3 would do, or just 1. That'd be great. But guys, until next time, it's been Grant and Dan saying cheers for watching.